Hey everyone, and welcome to my top 7 games for 2022. Coming out towards the end of January because I kept putting off recording it. But here we are. So, yeah, unlike my movie one, this is going to be an actual countdown list. So, yeah, without further ado, or dragging on, here it is. Oh, just quickly, these are games I've played, not just games in general. So, there's no God of War because I haven't played God of War, so I can't put in my top games. Anyway, my seventh ranked game from 2022 is A Memoir Blue, an interactive story game by Cloisters Interactive, and it was published by Annapurna Interactive. Yeah, don't have much to say about this game. Completely honest, I only played this game for like the achievements. You can complete it in an hour, and it's like pretty easy achievements. So yeah, it's pretty. Had interesting mechanics. It tells the story of a young girl who ran away with her mother from an abusive father, and then tells the story of how the mother and daughter fell out. Other than that, yeah, it was a fun game. But not that memorable. And as I said, I completed it in an hour only for achievements. So yeah, if you're looking for a quick achievement game to finish in an hour, and Memoir Blue is there. Anyway, on to number 6, which is Immortality. Immortality is an interactive film video game developed by Sam Barlow of Her Story and Telling Lines fame, and published by Half Mermaid Productions. It was released on PC and Series X. As with most Sam Barlow games, the story is very open to interpretation. However, the basic plot is there are two immortal beings who are also actors, and through investigating clips from the film, you learn more about the two beings. While I enjoyed it and it was a lot of fun, it was probably my least favourite Sam Barlow game so far. What was good about Her Story and Telling Lines is they were much shorter, like a much shorter experience. But Immortality, Immortality was long and made me feel fatigued by the end of it. Also, the gimmick of clicking on items and people in Immortality scrubbing back and forth for footage was fun at first, but got a little tedious towards the end. I did enjoy it, overall enjoyed it, but definitely Sam Barlow's weakest entry so far. The next game on the list is Gotham Knights. Gotham Knights is an action role playing game developed by WB Games Montreal and published by Warner Bros. Interactive Entertainment. It was released on PC, PS5, and Series X. The story of Gotham Knights is that Batman is dead, which leaves Batgirl, Robin, Nightwing, and Red Hood to pick up the pieces and battle the Court of Owls and League of Assassins. Gotham Knights is a lot of fun. If you go into the game thinking it's another Arkham game, you're going to be disappointed. If you go into this game with an open mind, it's a lot of fun. I really enjoyed the characters and the story. Combat is fun once you learn it, and a lot of sneaking is optional, which is always plus in my book because sneaking fucking sucks. I fucking hate sneaking. Yeah. My only negatives are not being able to equip equipment you have crafted until you return to the watchtower. So, like, I would get like really good equipment crafted, and then I'm like, well, I still got like 6 missions I need to complete tonight. Guess I won't be equipping that thing tonight. And that the bat cycle served really no use at all. Like, especially once you get all the flying abilities and the fast travel, you're like, it's just quicker to fast travel and fly than use the bat cycle. The game could have also benefited from one or maybe two more side missions. The Clayface, Harley Quinn, Mr. Freeze missions were a lot of fun. I wish there was more. We could have probably fit in two more side villains, side stories, especially because you can finish those first three really early in game and you're only left with main missions after that. So yeah. But overall, it was a really fun game. So, the next game on my list is High on Life. High on Life is a comedic first-person shooter created by Name Redacted and published by Squanch Games. The story follows a protagonist and his sister as an alien invasion happens on Earth. Aliens capture Earthlings to use as drugs, and it's up to the protagonist and their arsenal of talking guns to save all of the humans. Overall, it's a funny, enjoyable game. It's not that deep combat-wise, but it's fun. I had a lot of fun playing it. The whole game will hinge on if you enjoy Name Redacted's humour. There are also some bugs in the game, nothing major, but they're annoying. But yeah, they won't break your game. You can still complete the game. There's really not a lot to say to it about High on Life other than it was fun. I had a lot of fun. Alright, now we're into the top 3 games of 2022. My personal top 3 games in 2022. And number 3 is Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet are the latest mainline role-playing games from Game Freak. It was released on the Switch. The story of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is you're a student who just started at the Academy in Paldea region. You're tasked with winning badges, beating Team Star, and beating Titan Pokemon. I love these games. I loved Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Everything from the open world, new Pokemon, and new Pokemon designs. Just so much fun. It's everything Sword and Shield and Pokemon Arceus. It joins everything good about Sword and Shield and Legend of Arceus and times it by 10. It's just a really fun Pokemon game. Only thing I have is the main story drags towards the end. I think there was in between 8 badges, 4 Titans, and like 5 or 6 5 or 6 Team Star bases. It's just a lot and it drags. And then by the time you get to the post game stuff, it's sort of like yeah. Other than that, it was a lot of fun. I had fun. On to number 2, which is Elden Ring. Elden Ring is an action role-playing game developed by From Software and published by Bandai Namco Entertainment. The story of Elden Ring is you play as a tarnished and you must fix the Elden Ring. As with any From Software game, how much you learn about the overall world is up to how much reading and listening to NPCs you want to do. I can summarize Elden Ring in just one sentence. It is my personal favorite Software game that I will never ever play again. It takes everything From Software has learned from their previous titles and placed it into one awesome game. I had so much fun exploring the world, fighting the same bosses over and over again. However, it is way too long. Like, way too long. And the second half of the game is honestly not fun to me. Once you have to get the Flame of Ruin, the game turns into a chore. I hated the mountaintops of giants. That whole area wasn't fun. I just rushed through it as quick as I could. And Crumbling Farum Azula, same thing, rushed through it. That's one of the fucking worst gank bosses ever. However, the game starts picking up once you return to Lindiel, Royal Capital to fight Godfrey and then Radagon. Both those fights were really good. Godfrey was probably my favourite. But immediately after Radagon fight, you immediately get hit with the wettest of farts final bosses, the Elden Beast. And as much as I haven't been negative about talking about this game, it's still my number 2 game of the year. That's how fun it was. That's how fun the first half of that game is. Like 80% of that game is so much fun, and 20% is just the worst from somewhere from software. Anyway, now on to my number 1 game of the year, which is Pokemon Legends Arceus. Pokemon Legends Arceus is an action role-playing game developed by Game Freak. The basic story of Pokemon Legend Arceus is that you are sent back in time to the Hizoi region to capture Pokemon and stop a space-time rift. All in all, Pokemon Legends Arceus is an amazing game. The capturing and battling mechanic in this game are a lot of fun. I loved sneaking up on Pokemon, trying to capture them. I love the whole setting of the game, being in like ancient feudal Japan, learning how about Pokeballs, like ancient Pokeballs and stuff. It's just great. It's a game that I just didn't want to put down. It was like I was playing it, recording parts, and I would put the controller down after playing it, and I'd pick it up again and just start playing off stream. It was just so much fun. It has also introduced my favourite starter Pokemon, Hisuian Dekadui. I love this game. I love this game so much. The only negative about this game, it's such a small part, it doesn't really affect my enjoyment of the game, is the boss battles sucked. They were horrible. However, overall, it's easily my favourite game of the year. And that's it. Thank you all for watching. Sorry this video came out so late in the year. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time.